Corruption normally comes in very many different forms. And before we go to our main video, let us examine a conversation that did not take place between a rich Kenyan businessman and a very influential politician. Mheshimiwa, I would like a favor from you. Politician, how can I assist? Anything for you. You financed my last campaign. Businessman, don't mention it. It's just that I have a son who is lying idle in the house. I don't know if it is possible for us to squeeze him somewhere in government. Politician, that's very easy. We can get him appointed a cabinet secretary. I will just talk to the president. And as you know, we have the numbers in parliament. So the vetting will just be a formality. Businessman, wow, you can do that. Anyway, that is way too high profile. That is too much for him, and he's a young boy. Politician, well, we could get him appointed to some parastatal. Businessman, no. What I want is just a regular job. Somewhere in a government ministry. Yeah, just a regular job, an ordinary job. Politician, oh, I'm sorry, there I cannot help you. Businessman, why? I thought that is much easier than a CS or an appointment to a parastatal. Politician, no. You see, those ordinary jobs, you need real qualifications. You need real papers. What? End of that conversation. Hapo ndio maendeleo Kenya imetufikisha. One of the saddest things about our country Kenya is that every stinking wealthy person, every very rich family in Kenya has made their money from politics. They were poor before they went into politics, and then they grew very wealthy after entering politics. Now, what is very sad about that is that what role models do our young people have? Yeah, and that is why more and more people are going into politics to make money. It's as simple as that. And this is precisely why individuals like the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, scoff back when people say that he has made his wealth from corruption. He has not been able to verbalize this because he can't dare. But you can see it from the expression on his face. What the expression on his face is saying is, let he who has not made money from corruption throw the first stone. Which brings us to a very critical question. Which prominent politician, that maybe we're considering for the presidency in 2022, or whom we think can save Kenya, has not made their money from corruption? Or even to make it simpler, let us zero in on the current political class. Name me one person who has not made money from corruption, who has not made money from politics, because making money from politics is really making money from corruption. Just give me one name. Just one. I don't want two. I want one. I can hear whispers of one name, Kalonzo Musyoka. He has not been linked to any major corruption scandal, etc., etc. Really? Well, I'm sorry, that's not factual. Because before Mr. Kalonzo Musyoka, the former Vice President of Kenya, entered politics, he was poor, and that's a fact. Bottom line, he has made his money from politics. I came across a very interesting video the other day about expensive things that Kalonzo Musyoka owns. And that should open your eyes. I've put a link to that video in the description area of this particular video. Just take a look at it and change your mind. Actually, in my search, because we did a very serious search in the entire government structure of today, we're able to find only one name. And that name is C.S. Musheru. Joseph Wakaba Musheru, the CS for ICT. He made his money by being a founder of a company called Wananchi Online, in 1999. Nothing to do with politics. Indeed, his co-founder is a very interesting lady, a lady who Kenyans should talk more about, called Njeri Rionge. Njeri Rionge is a great Kenyan entrepreneur. She has started very many businesses. Yeah, she's what people call a serial entrepreneur. In sharp contrast to being a serial murderer or a serial killer, she's a serial entrepreneur. I like that phrase. Yeah, that's exactly what she is. Now, simple test. Can you be able to trace the wealth of any other prominent Kenyan in the way we have traced C.S. Musheru's wealth? Impossible. Meaning that if you stand and you are corrupt in Kenya and you tell others, let he who is not corrupt throw the first stone, everybody will walk away. That's really what it is. Bottom line, if we're really serious about wanting a new Kenya, then there's no other alternative. Yeah, there's only one option we have. Everybody must go home. Not just DP Ruto. Every single prominent politician today, even your favorite politician, yeah, the one who makes you have goose pimples because they come from your tribe, all of them must go home. And then we start afresh, yeah, with chapter 6 of our constitution, family, yeah, in front of our eyes, and the first thing on top of our table. For those who have no idea what chapter 6 is all about, let me just put it this way. Yeah, it is the clause, yeah, the moral clause on leadership qualifications for leaders in Kenya. Now I can hear people saying, oh, you need experience, you cannot run government without experience. Let me ask you a simple question. The founders of the nation called Kenya, where did they get the experience to start governing a brand new country? And believe you me, it is very difficult to start a nation. Yeah, it is much easier to take over a nation that has been running and to take it in a different course or direction. So where did those guys get the experience? Yeah, just think about it. If we Kenyans don't want to be classified as clinically insane, mad people, then there's no other way we can do it. Yes, you know the definition of mad people. People who do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Anyway, enough ranting. Now, one of the things I'd like to draw your attention to is what is happening, yeah, in a topic that may be boring to most of us, but is critical in understanding where Kenya is right now, the real estate industry. Now, in case you didn't know, the real estate industry in Kenya is passing through a crisis that is unprecedented in the long history of our country. Very prominent real estate magnates, yeah, people who are very prosperous, very happy, singing and dancing all the way to the bank, just the other day, are being auctioned. And everybody says, so what? It's the economy. But I want you to look at it from another completely different angle. Yeah. The truth of the matter is that the real estate industry has been fueled and has been kept running and has been booming on money from, wait for this one, from corruption. Corrupt people are the ones who buy houses for cash. Corrupt people are the ones who take loans, yeah, to buy houses, yeah, where you have to put down a hefty deposit. Yeah. Those are mostly, not all of them, mostly corrupt people. Yeah, the ones who take loans. But a lot of these houses have been purchased for cash. And this cash is public property. Now, many people are looking down on the current fight against corruption. But the truth is, it has had its impact. Yeah, just ask the people in the real estate industry. But the super interesting thing here is that it has created a very dangerous situation for a country called Kenya. Yeah, and what dangerous situation is this I'm talking about? It has created broke politicians. Our political class has been very comfortable, yeah, from making money from corrupt deals. But in between these big corrupt deals, they've been earning their bread and butter money, yeah, from high-end apartment rentals. Yeah, they own apartments, they rent them out, 100,000, 120,000, etc., etc. But now, these apartments are empty. Yeah, there are no people moving into them. In fact, there are some very interesting cases unfolding in places like Lavington and other leafy suburbs in Kenya, whereby you find a house that had a monthly rental of 120,000 just the other day has been reduced to about 60,000. Yeah, and even at 60,000, they're still empty. Yeah. Now, it's very important to note, the consequences of this particular state of affairs. Yeah, it means that the politicians with a big, huge war chest of funds, are king. They can do virtually anything as long as they have money, enough money. They can buy these politicians very easily because at the moment they're desperate. There's no money coming in from corruption. That has been cut down tremendously, whatever Kenyans say about the fight against corruption. And there's no money from the investments, the apartments that they put up for rental. And they need to maintain their lifestyles. They need to keep on fueling their V8s, which consume a lot of fuel. And so, any politician with a lot of money, a huge war chest that they've built over the last couple of years or decades, is at a huge advantage. They can literally do anything. Let me just leave it at that. Jijazie.